Okay, this video is going to go over intervals that are positive and negative. So one thing, I'm kind of assuming that you're good with the notation for intervals. So if you're not, just reach out for that. Basically, when you're talking about positive and negative, you draw the line right here. Okay, so that's the line in the middle. And we're talking about your function being positive if you're above that line, negative if you're below that line. So for this, what I like to do is kind of just make the cuts. So here's one, here's the other one. Now I got three pieces. Got this one, and this one. Where this piece of the graph is negative, this piece is positive, and then this piece is also negative. Okay? When you write in interval notation, you're basically telling me where the graph is positive and negative. The only thing though, and this is a big key, your answers in interval notation, we write the answers in terms of x. So again, you write your answers in terms of x, but you look at the graph in terms of y. So for this piece right here, I like to just kind of circle the endpoints. So there and there. I'm down in the negative land, so I'm going to be down in negatives. You always read left to right. So my leftmost point, well, this keeps going down towards, infinity. And it's the negative x's. So I start at negative infinity. Now it's not negative because it's going down, it's because it's pointing to the left. Remember, you write your answers in terms of x. And I follow that all the way up to here. Well, that's at negative 6. Okay, so that's the first piece. Then I change. I go from negative 6, I go into the positive land. Well, then I go from here, and I'm positive all the way to here. Some students stop up here, but that is still positive. You're positive from here all the way to there. Well, that goes from negative 6 all the way to negative 2. And then I'm from here to here. So I'm back to negative. You can put a giant U. That just means I'm bringing these two together. I started at negative 2. Bless you. Again, not you if you're watching the video, but if you did sneeze, bless you as well. And you go all the way down to this arrow here. Some people might think it's negative infinity, but be careful. Our answers are in terms of x. X is positive over here, so it's infinity. Okay, pause the video, try this one on your own, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so for this one, I go to make my cuts. If you notice, there's nothing below that line. So there's nothing or none for negative. Everything's positive. So now my endpoints all the way to the left is here, and there's all the way to the right. Well, this arrow shoots off up here, okay, which covers the negative x's, so that's negative infinity, and it's positive the entire time up to infinity. If you thought it ended here, remember, this is still positive, okay? So if it dropped down here, it would be completely different, but since it's up there, it's still positive. Okay, take a second, try both of these on your own, and then we'll come back and see how you did. Okay, welcome back. Okay, for this one, the cut happens right here. Okay, so I start over here, up in the positive land at negative 4. Since it is included, since I started at it being positive, I have to put a bracket. And then I come all the way up to here, which looks like it's 5. You might be wondering why you put a parenthesis around 5. At 5, technically the value is 0 here, and 0 is not positive or negative. Okay, and then I go from 5, and I'm down in the negative land now. And I go all the way because the arrow to infinity. So if you were circling the endpoints, that's what you would have done. Okay, now let's come here. I'm going to circle the endpoints. So there. And if you struggled with this one, pause the video and try this one over again. So here are the cuts right here. So from here to here, that's one section. That's positive. I start at negative infinity. Up to, that's negative 4. Then I drop negative for this whole thing here. Well, that goes from negative 4 up to 4. And then I jump back to positive from 4 to infinity. There you go. So just a quick recap. kind of make those little cuts there so you know how many sections you have, and then circle the far left and far right of that section, and then you just look at what the x values are. That's what goes here. So again, this was negative infinity because it covers all the negative x's up to negative 4. Okay, hopefully that helped out.